Hello, and welcome back to Two Chapters a Day. So today I read chapters 27 and 28. No. Today I read chapters 29 and 30, actually. They're starting to blur together, which is not good because this is the first book in a long line of books and many chapters to come. But anyways, in these two chapters, we get a lot of Perrin, which I'm really liking so far. I think his POV chapters are my favorite at the moment. Um, I find them the most interesting, and I think that's because I am finding this whole wolf thing very interesting, and I just want to know what the deal is with it. So it's really got me on the hook. So, in the last chapter, we left off with them leaving the Tinkers and then continuing on their way, them being Egwene, Perrin, and Elias, and the wolves, Wind, Dangle, and Hopper. So, they're going, and the wolf pack is kind of running a little apart from the humans, and um, it kind of at the same time, we see two things happen. The wolf pack are being pursued by minions of the Dark One, and the humans are also being pursued by minions of the Dark One, these being ravens, who the Dark One can see through, basically. They're like his little cronies, from what I understand. So they're being chased, and as they're being chased, Perrin is able to like see through the eyes of the wolves what's going on. And so he sees like the ravens attacking all these animals, like these foxes, and getting her and just them dying horrendous deaths. And he sees them fighting with the wolves, but they don't take down the wolves like they did the foxes. However, they do injure the wolves. And then after that, they're coming for the humans. I think it's interesting that this whole bit about the ravens happened in this chapter because a few chapters ago, you remember Perrin dreamt of getting pecked by ravens. So, like someone said, it was kind of foreshadowing. It definitely was. So it kind of makes me look at the dreams differently. So everybody's like hightailing it and running, and then they stumble into this area, um, and what they stumble into is a stedding. And I was actually really excited because, this was mentioned in the last chapter. I think the Tinkers said they were going to a stedding, and I didn't really think much of it, but now I'm excited that we're getting to see one of these so soon afterwards, which I think it's pretty much just like a safe haven. Um, but not a lot's really said about it in this chapter, but I think it's interesting, and I think we'll see more of those pop up as we go along. So they're in the steading, and Elias is like, "Oh, we can't stay here. We have to keep going," which surprised me because I figured that, I mean, you have this little pocket of safety. I figured that they would stay in this pocket of safety, but apparently not. Um, so they build a fire and they're kind of like regrouping for a little while since they're safe. And that's where chapter 29 ends. And then chapter 30 picks up with Perrin really having this like introspective moment where he, I think, is struggling with the fact that he realizes he really like is coming to care about Egwene. So something else that happened in chapter 29 was that he was worried that the ravens were going to catch up with them and that he was preparing to like kill Egwene. Tell me if I like misunderstood this. But he was in his head preparing to do that so that she wouldn't have to suffer the fate of being pecked to death by ravens. So he's struggling, I think, with these all these feelings in the next chapter, and that's when Elias comes up and they're talking about it. And then, like, part ways through this conversation, Elias is like, "Whoa, hold on, we've got to stop and get out of here." And so there's more people in the setting now, and it kind of just like chaos ensues. And Elias and the wolves go one way. He tells Ewgene and Perrin to hide, and they go the other way. And so they end up hiding in like the hand of this giant statue of Arthur Hawking. And more on him later. They hide, and eventually they're found by the White Cloaks, which, we met them like way back in Barrelon. Completely had not thought of them since then. So here they are again, and they capture Ewgene and Perrin, but not without a fight. So Perrin like becomes one with one of these wolves, Hopper, and sadly Hopper dies from defending Perrin and Ewgene against these White Cloaks. But it's like kind of a intense little section because, like I said, that he does become like one and merges with this wolf. So I just want to know more about this connection and where it's coming from. So then Perrin and Ewgene wake up in the camp and basically are captives, and they meet with this Lord Captain Bornhold, and he tells them, "You're coming with me. I don't believe your story, even though it's like kind of the truth. You're coming with me, and if you tell me what I think is actually the truth, then Ewgene, you'll have a chance to repent and be set free. But Perrin, you killed as a wolf two members of the Children of Light, and so you're going to be put to death, I think, when we reach our destination." And that's really where the end of the chapter is. So where's Elias? I don't know. I'm kind of sad because I'd kind of grown fond of this gruff wolf man. I don't know if he'll come back. I'm sure he will. I don't think it's just going to be this open-ended where'd he go kind of thing, but who knows when. So there's that. Also, there's the statue of Arthur Hawking that I want to know more about. And one last thing that I think really jumped out at me in this section is there's this one little sentence that the Lord Captain says about, like all these creatures of the Dark One and dark friends kind of coming up at and springing up out of nowhere might be a sign of the last battle. So this is, I think, the first time that we've heard the last battle being referenced, maybe the second, but it's the first time that jumped out at me. And so I wonder, like, is that where all of this is going? Are we building up to this epic, like, climactic last battle to be had in the last book? Maybe? I don't know. That's my prediction. So a long time from now, we'll see if I'm right or not. So yeah, that was chapters 29 and 30. I am really enjoying it. It's picking up a little bit more, I think. So yeah, I am adjusting to the pacing more so than I was even just a couple chapters ago. So thanks for watching again and reading along, if you're reading along, or just watching if you've read the books before. And let me know what you thought. And I'll see you tomorrow for chapters 30 and 31. All right, bye.